Okay, this is Jason Ashcraft, and I'm with Louisville.com, and I'm sitting here with Louisville's most famous redhead, Miss Brigid Kaelin. How you doing, Brigid?
I'm great. I like that superlative. That's distinct, and I can claim that.
Yeah. So we caught the news here recently that you have decided to hop across the pond over to England, and this Friday at the Monkey Wrench will be your last Louisville show, at least until you get back. So just kind of wondering, how did this whole move to Scotland thing come about?
I think I've been talking about moving to Europe since, well, basically every political election in the past, 10 years. And so I've always just wanted to go there, but it didn't really become something I was actually considering until the 2 or 3 tours ago. I tour over there anyway, a couple times a year. And my boyfriend at the time, who's now my husband, was out of work and talking about going to grad school. And I was like, well, if you go to grad school, it needs to be somewhere, either somewhere awesome or somewhere where I already have a career. And the one thing that was placed that was both of those things was Edinburgh, Scotland. So
Edinburgh, Scotland.
So he loved the city. It's my favorite city other than Louisville. It's just magic. So it was one of those, it was the only place he applied for the MBA program, and we said, well, if he gets in, we'll go, and if he doesn't, we won't.
Cool.
And he got in.
So you've already been over there several times, so you've already amassed yourself a little bit of an audience, so they're kind of familiar with Louisville's most famous redhead, right?
So sweet. Yeah, I'm going to have to get new business cards that say that, huh? Yeah, I've played over there. The last couple of years, it's been twice a year. It started because somebody in a big Scottish folk group recorded one of my songs and said, well, if you're ever over here, let's play a show together. And we sort of kept in touch, and it turned out that when I got there, people had already heard of my songs. I've got them fooled, I guess. So,
cool.
No, it's cool. I mean, it's funny. You can play a Louisville show and everyone knows you, and then Indianapolis, no one knows you, and then Chicago, everyone knows you. So it's just a geography thing, I guess. But Scotland's been good to me.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So.
Well, you definitely have made a name for yourself here in Louisville, so I'm sure you'll continue to build upon your success over in England. Now, will any of your bandmates be making trips over there to play with you from here in Louisville, like Peter or?
I hope so. Peter and I were just talking about that, actually. I know he wants to plan a band trip, so we were talking about it. It's all about finances. It's good when you're getting paid over there because you're getting paid in pounds, but at the same time, like, you still have expenses, so. Somehow it's still mostly cheaper to tour there than here, which doesn't make sense because gas is $10 a gallon there, but they pay musicians in Europe. It's the strangest thing. So, I know, imagine that, artists getting paid. So I'm hoping if I can, afford to pay him, then I'd love for Peter to come over.
Awesome.
Steve and Scott too, if we can make it happen.
That sounds good. Now, do you envision that you'll be coming back to Louisville eventually, or is it just play it by ear?
We'll come back. I mean, that's kind of the nice thing about being our age and, not having kids. You can pick up and go to Europe for a year, and that's the plan. And then come back and go jump back into the Louisville scene, I guess. I hope everyone will not have forgotten me by then. So.
No, I'm sure they won't. But speaking of Louisville, so tell me, what is one of your favorite places to hang out here in the city?
I like the Monkey Wrench, and which is part of why I'm playing the show there on Friday. It's Danny, the owner, is one of the biggest supporters of really everything Louisville. I was going to say Louisville music, but he supports the artists, the musicians, everybody, and the writers. He just has a huge heart, and the place itself just lends itself to a nice laid-back evening. It's not too big, it's not too small. You can go on the deck and hang out, pretend like you're in Florida or something. And so I love the Monkey Wrench. I also like the library. That's where I go in the daytime. That's a real place, not a secret name for a bar. As far as clubs go, I like the Monkey Wrench.
Excellent, excellent. So you've had a lot of people you've collaborated with over your career.
Yeah.
Some big names and some smaller local Louisville names. What would you say to date would be your best memory as a musician?
Oh, playing with Elvis Costello.
I had a feeling you were going to say
that.
that.
No. I mean, Prairie Home Companion is right up there, but the Elvis thing was just so quick and so, oh my God, what am I doing? And he was so gracious and has sent me text messages since as he's passed through town. Just, hi.
That's cool, he remembers you.
Yeah, he's great. I mean, just to first off, I've always loved him, and he's one of those artists who has made so many different kinds of albums. It's like never the same genre, and that's something that I like to do as a musician. And I know I get fussed at sometimes by labels and things for not sticking to one genre, but Elvis Costello has made a career of that, and I just think it's great. He's good at it, and he takes risks, and he just, hanging out with him that night was just like hanging out with Peter and just being somebody really excited about music, wanting to play a new song for you, and oh, you play, here's my guitar, sing one for me, and it was ridiculous. I mean, yeah, over the top.
Rumor has it you kind of stole the show that night, of course, with playing your classic musical Saul. So
I did play the song.
Is that something that you do over, or that you have done in England, that you kind of have a trademark stamp for over there?
Yeah, I don't think anyone over there's ever seen it before. A few people here have, but I like to play like the Welsh national anthem when I'm in Wales, or like Loch Lomond when I'm in Scotland. It would be like someone coming here and playing My Old Kentucky Home on a really weird instrument. Like, everyone knows the song, and if you just sat up there and sang it, they'd probably be like, why are you singing our song? But when you do this whole twist, they all just, it's cool. So if mostly the audiences there are really great anyway, but if you're having a night where you're not sure, just pull the saw out and they're like, oh, cool. So.
Well, I'm sure that your English and your Scottish crowd will enjoy you thoroughly over the next year, and you'll be sorely missed here in Louisville by a lot of Louisville fans.
Sweet.
So we'll look forward to hopefully welcoming you back to your hometown in the not so distant future. But thank you for speaking with me here today, and looking forward to the show at the Monkey Wrench this Friday, and hope a lot of our readers can have a chance to make it out to see you for not the last time, but the last time for a little while.
For a while. Should be fun. Lots of special guests.
All
Trying
right.
to get most people I've played with over the years. So thanks for having me.
Oh, excellent. Thanks, Brigid.
Thank you, Jason.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.